What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It is your girl, your diva and knowledge lady, Mocha. Represent Mocha's Cafe de Paris. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope your weekend went wonderful, blessed, prosperous. What's up? What's up? What's up to everybody entering the chat? Good to see each and every one of you. I know it's been a while since I did an upload. I'm actually literally just getting off from work doing 12 hours, but I was determined that I was going to do this particular content this morning because I thought it was very imperative that you gentlemen be aware of how single mothers bait good men. There are strategies, there are tactics that single mothers use to manipulate men into dating them, into getting comfortable with them, into building relationships with them. And I just think it's very, very important that I put you men on game to what's really going on and the manipulative tactics that single mothers will use to get you interested in her, to get you basically, into dating her. There's manipulative tactics that a lot of single mothers are using to bait desperate men. So big ups to everybody that's entering the chat. Mr. Titan, Don Calypso, Craig the tech guy. Yes, of course, the truth raw, no condom. We don't use no Vaseline over here. What's good? What's good? What's good? So going into today's topic, I want to get into this right away. I noticed single mothers are becoming more aggressive with pursuing relationships. Social media has given them the advantage of looking for men that they wouldn't be readily available to find in their real social life. It's easier for single mothers to seek men on social media because it's more convenient. They don't have to look for babysitters to go out and find men. Now all they have to do is post thirst trap photos and have OnlyFans accounts to lure gullible men. As much as these BFF advocates on YouTube are preaching to single men to avoid single mothers or dysfunctional single women, the truth is these type of females are always targeting men. And the truth is, no matter how much these brothers on YouTube are preaching to one another, he may eventually fall prey for her persistence. So the single mom knows how to still play the part by using her looks. It's important that men learn to stay away from this type of women. These single mothers and dysfunctional single mothers are still getting men, and there's a reason for that. What's up, Dion? You see a successful man that's well established, and out of all the women he could have chosen, he has opted to choose a woman that has access baggage. And I'm going to bring down all of the elements as to how these single mothers are able to bait good men. Starting with number one, the single mother knows how to seduce a man with her looks. Let me make sure I repeat that again because I know I kind of slurred that out. The single mother knows how to seduce a man with her looks. Now, this is only in reference to single mothers that still look their greatest, despite having multiple children from multiple fathers. In other words, you're going to run into a lot of single mothers that still look really good. You know, they're still intact. Some single mothers are blessed to have that snapback game. For all of you men in here, y'all might be like, what the hell is a snapback game? Snapback game is basically when a woman can have a child and she snaps right back into her regular shape it as if she never had any children. You get what I'm saying? That's a strong snap game. So you got some of these single mothers that have strong snapback game. And because of this, these type of single mothers, they're able to pretty much get a pass. What's up, Sheep Stay Sleep TV? There's base potato skills after putting a vacuum cleaner to shame. Oh, don't trust me, Don. You know I got that. You know I got that on the menu. You know I got that on the list. Trust me, I'm definitely going to talk about that. But I'm glad you brought it up early. But definitely that is going to be on the menu. So the first thing is, as I stated, for everybody who's coming in, I'm talking about how single mothers are baiting good men and the things that you men have to be cautious and careful of. As I stated, some single mothers are blessed to have that snapback game, meaning no matter how many children she has, she still manages to keep her shape and figure. Some men are so blinded by how good a woman looks that they will overlook the fact that she has multiple children, especially if her shape is still intact. As I always said, attractive women always get a pass as long as they look good. Okay? Woman who looks good is going to get a pass compared to an unattractive woman. You can have two different types of women. You can have the unattractive trifling woman, and then you can have the attractive trifling woman. 9 times out of 10, the attractive trifling woman, she's going to be able to get away with a lot more compared to the unattractive trifling woman. But at the end of the day, both of them are still trifling. Trifling is trifling. As I always said, attractive women always get a pass. Now, big and bust up Bokeisha is not going to get a pass being a single mother of 5 because she's already considered damaged goods just based on her unattractiveness alone by most men. But if Big Booty Judy has multiple children and she still looks good, a man may initially at first lose interest, but if she keeps pursuing him, eventually she's going to weigh him down to where he'll give in. Okay. So this is the first thing you have to keep in mind when it comes to these single mothers. That's the first that's the first advantage they have in baiting good men. They use their looks to seduce men. Okay, because like I said, as long as a woman looks attractive, she's allowed to get away with a lot more compared to the unattractive sister. Okay, so the second point for how single mothers are able to bait good men. The second point is the single mother will settle for the man she needs instead of the man she really wants. See, I'll let you guys marinate on that for a second. I'll repeat that again. The single mother will settle for the man she needs instead of the man she really wants. What's up, Miss Sassy Diva? Good morning. How you doing, lady? I know I'm just getting off of work myself, doing 12 hours. As I stated, the single mother will settle for a man she needs instead of the man she wants. All women are picky to a certain degree, and they have certain expectations that are far beyond their reach. But the single mother has accepted the fact that due to her excessive baggage, she really doesn't have it like that to not lower her standards. What's up, Marty? How are you? What's up, Duani? Appreciate it. You usually get the dumpy men that they don't truly respect. Thank you, Marty. You feel me? I thought you knew. Yep, I'm putting it all out there. I have to school you men today on how these single mothers are baiting y'all. Cause some of y'all are getting courted by these single mothers. And there's a reason for that. And I'm breaking down all of the elements and the strategies to how these single mothers are manipulating their ways into baiting good men. That's true too, Jason. Welcome to chat room. Now, as I stated, in other words, the single mom may meet a guy that she usually would not have dated had she been in a better position. But since she's not in the best position to be choosy, she will choose a man that may not be that attractive, but as long as he's a hard worker and he's willing to accept her children and her baggage, she'll be with him. She'll be with him. She may even have feelings for her child's father or another man who she really wants. But because the man she really wants does not want her, she will settle for the rebound dude, which is the thirst trap target, which is some of you guys that's willing to be the step up, step down. So you have a lot of these single moms out here. They are choosing guys based on the fact that they already know, based on the fact that they already have access baggage. They really don't have it like that to go out there and really get the man they really want. So what they'll do is tolerate the man that's willing to accept them and their access baggage. So as long as you're willing to be the step up, step dad, she may not even be attracted to you. Now, had she been, in other words, she may have not even been attracted to you. But because you are willing to be the stand-up guy, she will tolerate your ass basically just off the strength of that. Now, has she been in a better position? Has she been successful? Most likely you would have not been chosen. A lot of you men, a lot of you dudes, y'all are being chosen based on the fact that she really don't have many options. And let's just be frank, a lot of these single mothers don't have a lot of options. Yes, they're looking for the janitor, they're looking for the maintenance man, they're looking for the cleanup man, and we have a lot of you guys out here that are being janitors to the single mom. Mr. Nelson, this is just basically what I'm discussing, and the topic at hand is how single mothers are baiting good men. Because I'm noticing a lot of single mothers are getting wiped up. A lot of single mothers are lucking up and getting dudes. They're getting men for whatever reason that just want to be her knight in shining armor, want to rescue her, plus little Pookie, Ray Ray, and JJ, and little Kiki and Mimi. A lot of guys out here that are doing it. And I thought it was important to do this particular content to let a lot of you men know how the manipulative tactics and the strategies that a lot of these single mothers will use to bait or court a man. And it's very imperative that y'all are aware of this so you will know if she is trying to bait you. Now, I will first off say this. Not all single mothers are out here trying to find a janitor. But the truth is, the majority of them are. They created all of these responsibilities on their own. And the truth is, they are tired of having to deal with their own baggage by themselves. And now they need a clean-up man. They need a step-up stepdad that's going to step up to the plate and be all the man that she really can't get, basically. So that's what I'm talking about. Now, like I said, the first point I made was how single mothers bait good men. The first point I told y'all was a single mother knows how to seduce a man with her looks. Like I said, the second reason, the single mother will settle for the man she needs instead of the man she really wants. You know, in other words, you have some women out here, they're with men who they don't love. They're with men who they're not even attracted to, but because he's willing to be the step up stepdad and help her take care of her children, she'll be with him just based on that. You know, so a lot of you guys are being chosen basically because she knows she's ran out of options. Now, this is the third reason how some single mothers are baiting good men. This is reason number three. They go for the bottom shelf brand. Exactly, Mr. Schofner. Exactly. Third reason. This is the third tactic that they use. The third tactic that single mothers use to bait men. At first, she may initially tell you she doesn't need you to do anything for her children. But over time, she's going to expect you to do more. Now, it's very important that you guys be aware of this. If you're dealing with the single mother, if you're dealing with the woman who has children, initially at first, she's going to make it seem like she has it all together and she really does not need your help. She's initially, yeah. Now we're going by the majority, Mr. Don Calypso, yes. But I also have to speak from a minority standpoint because I don't believe in grouping everybody in the same group. Because like I said, not all single mothers are doing it, but it's a slim, small amount. We know the majority are, okay? But we always have to have exceptions to the rules. That's like me as a black woman saying all black men are dogs. All black men are not dogs, okay? No matter how much I may feel that may be the case, I cannot generalize that. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, yes, we'll say 8 out of 10 single mothers fit the description that I'm talking about. It's only 2 which really ain't nowhere not enough to state that they don't operate in the level that I'm telling you they operate. Okay, now back to my point. When you first deal with a single mother, at first she's going to make it seem like to you she has it all together. She's going to make it seem like to you she don't need a man. I can take care of my kids by myself. I've been doing it. I got this. I'm the mother. I'm the father. But the majority of them are. Not all like that, but enough are like. Yeah, I agree, Don Calypso. Point taken. What's up, third world Colombian? How are you? These single mothers are really slick at hiding their kids' problems from these lame dudes. Very good point, Marty. And we're going to talk about that. Now, As I stated, all single mothers, they're not going to be honest up front and tell you that they are in need of their children having a father. Of course, initially, she's going to start off and say, I don't need a man. I'm not looking for anybody. I've been taking care of my kids all by myself. I work a 9 to 5. I own my own home. A single mother is going to give her best presentation when it comes to dating, because she knows that if she was to be honest and say, I'm looking for a step up stepdad, chances are men are going to run away from her. So she cannot say that. A single mother, of course, has to make it seem like she's strong, she's independent, she has it all together. Yeah, I'm a hardworking mom. I take care of my kids. I'm doing it by myself. I don't need anybody. All single mothers start off with this same tired song. They don't need nobody. What's up, Nolan? They got it all under control. They don't need no man. But the truth is, once you decide to get serious with a single mom, once you decide if you choose to be with this type of woman, chances are, as your relationship progresses, and also if y'all decide to marry, chances are she's going to look for you sooner than later to do something for her children. Do not fall for the, oh, I don't need a man. I'm doing it by myself. I'm not even getting child support. I got it all together. She's saying it now, but sooner than later, if y'all get serious, she's going to look for you to help her with her children, financially and physically, or emotionally, however, she's going to look for you to help her, support her with her children. So let's not fall for the, I'm a single mom, I got it all together, I don't need you, we can be together. I'm not looking for you to step up and be a dad for my children unless you want to be, I got it all under control. She's going to look for you to step up sooner than later. There's no way possible you can be with a single mother. She has 3, 4 kids, and you think you're going to be with this woman and she's not going to look for you to do something? She's going to look for you to do something. Exactly. I agree with that, Don. Yeah, it shouldn't get any deeper than that. They go to the closet and declare child support. Yeah, this is something that men need to be aware of. She's going to look for you at some point. She may not ask you for anything. And at first, she's going to make it seem like she has it all together. But at some point, what's up, Ishmael? She's going to look for you to step up, even for simple stuff. For instance, if you decide to be in a relationship with a single mother, and I'm not encouraging anybody to be with a single mother or not discouraging, I'm just letting all you men out there know the manipulative strategies and tactics these single mothers are using to bait good men. Now, like I said, a lot of these single moms, they know they cannot flat out tell a man. You may have 1 out of 1 million that may be honest and say, I am looking for a potential mate that's going to be a father to my children. Very rare, very rare are these single moms going to be transparent and be honest and say that. They're not going to be honest. At first, they're going to make it seem like they have it all together, because they know if they were to tell you, I'm looking for a step up stepdad, chances are you're going to walk away. You are not going to be interested. So, of course, the single mom is going to give you that sales pitch line that I'm the mom and I'm the dad. I'm not looking for nobody to help me take care of mine. I got all together. Don't fall for it. It's hogwash, because as soon as y'all get serious, she's going to look for you to step up. It may be something as simple as, if one day she got to go to work, she may need you to drop the kids off. She may need you to pick the kids up. One month she may be a little short on a daycare bill. She may look for you, because if you are her man, she's going to look for you to help her. Even though she initially told you in the beginning that she's been a single mom handling it all this time by herself, eventually she's going to look for you to step up. So just keep in mind. Oh, Nolan, now you know I'm going to talk about that. I'm absolutely. Y'all are already putting all the business out there before I even start. But I'm glad because we're all on the same page. So trust and believe I'm going to be bringing that up, Nolan. It's coming. The next manipulative tactic, this is tactic number 4, that single mothers will use to bait good men. Again, oh, this is the other choice. The other one. I'm reading from my notes, y'all, so bear with me. She will choose the man she doesn't want to make the man she really wants jealous. What's up, DT? A lot of single mothers are with men they don't want. A lot of these single mothers are still in love with their baby daddy. Let them tell it. They hate him. He's a bum. He ain't this. He ain't that. But the truth is, a lot of these single moms still have feelings for their baby daddy. And their way of getting back or retaliating at the baby daddy who has denied them or rejected them is by getting the next simp dude that's willing to be the step up stepdad. A lot of single mothers are doing this. A lot of single mothers are with men they really don't want, really don't love, but because they are still hurt and distraught at the fact that their baby daddies want nothing to do with them or their children, basically, you are the rebound dude. We have a lot of rebound dudes that are being step up stepdads. She don't even love you. She don't even care about you like that. But at this point, she needs a father for her children. She does not want to carry the baggage that she created by herself. So she's looking for a simp, a clown, better dude, whatever you want to call it. She's looking for that guy that's going to step up and take the place of the baby daddy who disappointed her. What's up, Lord Drag One? Now, as I said, this isn't the case with every single mother. If it doesn't apply, you got to reply. But this is the majority. But in most cases, these single moms will get with a stand-up dude, a dude that's willing to take care of another man's baggage, to use as a prop to make the baby daddy they're still in love with jealous. I personally know a couple of sisters who don't love the men that stepped up to the plate to be a father to their child. They are still in love with their baby daddy. Let me school you guys to something. Let me tell y'all something. Anytime you deal with a woman and she's constantly voicing her feelings to you about how much she hates the father of her child, how much she can't stand him, he's a bum, he's a this, he's a that, 9 times out of 10, she hates him so much because she loves him so much, and she hates the fact that he disappointed her. He did not be the man that she had in mind. So that's where all her hate and anger and animosity is coming from. But she's not going to be honest and tell you that. She's just going to tell you he's an ain't shit dude, a bum ass dude, a deadbeat ass dude. That's the version she's going to tell you. She's not going to tell you, I still love this bum ass, build a bum baby daddy, and I hate the fact he disappointed me. He disappointed me. He basically jumped ship. She's not going to say that. The single mom, she's not going to say that. She's just going to call him an ain't shit dude. She's not going to be transparent and tell you, I still love that man, but he hurt me. He embarrassed me. He shamed me. He got me looking stupid out here in these streets because he's out here with these other females. He dogged me. He dragged me. She's not going to say that. It's not happening. Ishmael said, I dealt with one, her son and his friend years ago, hollering his friend got jumped. The boy had to be hospitalized. Instead of calling the boy's parents or even go to the hospital, she wanted to go home. It's crazy. Third word says, I tried dating a single mother many years ago. That shit wasn't for me, too much drama for me. And this is coming from a man with no kids. I would have recommended to guys with no kids like myself. Absolutely. But it's a lot of guys out here third world that are doing it. And that's why I'm giving us content because a lot of these guys are not understanding how these single mothers are baiting them. And that's why I am doing this content. I'm schooling these guys. I'm telling you what these single moms out here are doing to get you guys interested in them, the manipulative tactics, the strategies. I'm breaking all of that down to a science. So y'all will recognize right from the jump when a single mother is pursuing you for her own selfish agenda. Now, we go to number 5. For everybody who's coming into contact, coming into the chat room, I'm talking about how single mothers are baiting good men. The manipulative tactics these single mothers will use, the manipulative strategies these single mothers are using to bait good men. Because there are men out here that are getting baited and getting courted by the single mothers. And I know how they're doing it, and that's why I'm breaking it all down. Now, this is the next thing that these single mothers are doing to bait good men. Point number 5. She will share her sob stories by sharing how men have wronged her to get you to sympathize. 9 times out of 10, if you find yourself dating a single mother, she's going to tell you everything the baby daddy did wrong. She's going to tell you the version that she wants you to sympathize and empathize with. What's up, Rollo? The single mother is going to tell you sob stories. She's going to tell you how little JJ's father it never spends time with JJ. She's going to tell you how little Kiki's father never pays child support, never sends money. She may even tell you how he abused her, how he neglected her. Now, in some cases, some women have been abandoned. Some women, things, you do have some no good ass dudes out there. It happens. But for the most part, a lot of these single mothers, know exactly what they signed up for before they got pregnant by these dudes. They already knew what it was. They already knew Craig was an ain't shit dude. They already knew Mike didn't want to work no job. They already knew Tony already had 4 or 5 other kids from 4 or 5 other women, and she still got pregnant anyway. The majority, 9 times out of 10, when a woman gets pregnant from a man, she already knows what she's getting into. So what's up, Art Neutral? So all these excuses about, oh, I didn't know he was like that. Oh, he changed on me. A lot of it is hogwash. A lot of these women know exactly who the hell they having their children from before they do it. But what tends to happen is some of these women, they try to play these men and end up playing themselves. It backfires. A lot of these females, they know when they leave themselves open, they do not protect their vaginas, they do not protect their wombs. They already know the moment they lay on their back and spread their legs open and let a man into their body and not use no protection, and he's not married to her. She already knows she's signing up for a single mother deal. She already knows that. What's up, Sister George? Good to see you. These women already know it. They know the moment they lay down, they know what they're signing up for. But what tends to happen is these women, they try to trap the man, but they end up trapping themselves in the process. Because when you try to be malicious about stuff and you be underhanded and you shady, and shit has a way of just coming back to backfire on you. And that's been the case with a lot of these single mothers out here. They knew they were signing up to be single. Hello, if you lay down with a man and he's not married to you, and you don't use no protection, it does not take a rocket scientist to figure out. You are signing up for a lifetime membership to be a single mother. What part of that we don't understand? Again, as I stated, a lot of these females, they know what they sign up for. They try to trap the man thinking that having a child is going to make the man be binded to them, thinking that having a child from a man is going to make him commit to her. You have women that will play these mind games, and they will put their wounds and they will put their future in jeopardy just because they so badly want to keep a man who has already shown them several signs that he does not want to be kept, at least not by her. So again, these women get in these type of situations. These are the same sisters that will turn around and play victim. They will turn around and play victim. They giving 1,000 a month in San Francisco to women who I guess he meant who get pregnant without the man in the picture on top of child support. I'm not surprised. The system is designed to reward single mothers for promiscuous behavior. Unfortunately, that is how the system is designed. Is anybody having issues with my sound in here? Do I sound clear? If I sound clear, everyone press one, because some people saying I sound distorted. I need to know if it's my end or if it's something on their end. So again, the single mother is going to give you sob stories. If you're dating a single mom, she's going to tell you she's going to tell you everything the baby daddy is or ain't doing. She's not going to be honest with you and tell you anything she's done wrong. It's automatically 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the other guy's fault. He lied to me. He betrayed me. He, wasn't honest. She's going to automatically put the blame on him. Thanks, Raleigh, for the $5 donation. Raleigh says, are you aware of the 1,000 a month women who get pregnant getting that plus child support in San Francisco? Men must pay attention who they stick it in, for real. I've been preaching this for quite some time. Be careful, guys, who you let breed your seed. Okay. So again, this is tactic number 5 that single mothers will use to bait good men. She's gonna cry and give you the sob story. Again, she's gonna tell you what the baby daddy did wrong to her. It's gonna always be his fault. It's gonna always be somebody else's fault. She's not gonna take accountability and say, you know what? I knew he was a bum ass dude, but I got pregnant anyway. I knew he already had 3, 4 baby mamas, but I got pregnant from him anyway. She's not going to say that. Oh, I knew he didn't want to keep a job. Oh, I knew he was one he didn't like to work, but I got pregnant anyway. Oh, I was intimidated because by another woman, he was seeing another chick, and I got threatened by the other chick he was saying. So I felt like the only way I can keep him in my life was to get pregnant from him. These women, the problem with a lot of us as black women, we deceive ourselves all the goddamn time. The biggest part uh, for black women, how we keep failing ourselves, is not so much the fact as a black woman that we lie to black men. It's not so much to the fact that black women will lie to other black women. It's not so much the fact that would lie, to white women, white men. It's not even so much that black women will lie to other people. The biggest problem is we as black women, the person we lie to more than any goddamn thing is ourselves. Black women have been lying to themselves for years, lying to themselves, making themselves want to see shit for what the hell they really want to see it for. As black women, we are not being transparent. We're deceiving ourselves and making ourselves see things for what we want to see it for. Now, like I said, you see a no good ass dude, he's not even a good boyfriend. He's not even a good man, but yet you want to make him the father of your child. That is the decision that we make, because at the end of the day, the women, we have to hold ourselves accountable 95% of these children getting here, because that's your womb. As a woman, you have to protect your womb. As a woman, you have to protect your vagina. Your vagina is supposed to be your treasure chest. It's supposed to be your precious jewel. The problem with a lot of us as black women, we have not been treasuring our vaginas like they are treasure chests. We do not value our vaginas anymore. We give it away to just about any and everybody. We have no discretion who we lay down with. We do not use common sense. We do not utilize wisdom. We do not utilize knowledge. All we know how to use is our vaginas. We don't use our common sense. And it has come back to haunt us. And this is the reason why it's such a high population of single mothers. And it didn't have to be. If you are a single mother, it's because you chose that. Now, there are some cases in which single mothers couldn't help being single moms. Now, if the father of your child died from a car accident, maybe he was in a war with the military, something like that, and he died, that's different. You're a single mother, not by choice. That was an incident that occurred. Because we do have to understand that there are some single mothers out there, but not all of them are single mothers because they want to be. Some of them lost their husbands, and tragically, it happens. I mean, like, unfortunately, like Kobe Bryant's wife, she's a single mom now. And that's not because she chose that. She lost her husband through something very tragic. So please keep in mind, not all single moms are single moms. We're talking about these no good ass ones who are intentionally getting pregnant and having multiple children for multiple men and then playing victim. And now these are the same women that are going around baiting good men, and you guys are getting baited. What's up, friends? Fran Coas? I don't know. I can't read this morning. I didn't have my coffee. So if I butcher anybody else's name, it's okay. Just cash at me. But anyway, so that's the fifth method single mothers will use to bait good men. They will give all their sob stories. Um, this is the next tactic and strategy that a lot of single moms will use. They are highly sexually experienced. I believe it was Don Calypso who mentioned it earlier in the chat. These single mothers know how to get down in the bedroom. And that's true, DT. Correction. Ex-wives, not single moms. I agree with that. That's a better term. But people who don't know that, DT, will think they single moms. You know what I'm saying? Because if you see a woman coming in the room and she has 3, 4 kids with her, you automatically going to assume she's a single mom until you actually sit down and talk to her and know that she's actually an ex-wife or she's a widower. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I had to put that out there. Because some people are quick to look at a woman with 3 or 4 kids and think she's a single mom because they don't see the father there. The father died, or maybe he just decided to walk out her life and she didn't know he was going to leave. Things happen. But I'm talking about these other single moms who intentionally became single moms by not protecting themselves. Again, a lot of these single mothers, they know how to get down in the bedroom. They got that head game on lock. They don't have kids for nothing. The majority of single mothers have multiple children by multiple men. They are highly experienced when it comes to sex. And this is how a lot of good men have been baited or courted by the single mothers, because they know what to do in the bedroom. They have that. That's the reason why they have children they have now. They know how to use the weapon between their legs. And it's going to always be a dude out there who's going to allow the power of a woman's vagina to get the best of him. You just have some dudes that are simple. They're easy. They are pushovers. You got some men out there, they just very gullible. As long as a woman knows how to work the magic in her vagina, long as she knows how to make him nut, long as she knows how to make him, climax and all this other stuff. You have some women, these single moms, they specialize in the bedroom department. And the reason they do that is because they know they have nothing else left to offer. So as a man, you cannot easily allow your penis to manipulate you, because you have some women, some of these single moms, they are very phenomenal in the bedroom. But outside of that, it's pretty much a losing situation, because you have to look at the overall package. Yes, she may be good in that area, but the truth is, you're going to deal with a whole package deal. You have to deal with her. You have to deal with her children. You have to deal with the kids' fathers. She's coming with a full combo. You're not just going to get the sandwich. When you're dating a single mother, you're getting the whole goddamn combo. Okay? You don't get to pick and choose what you want. You have to accept her whole package. All right. Next, the single mom, she's willing to do things that most women aren't willing to do. She's always willing to go the extra mile. Now, I'm not saying this in a positive way, so just hear me out. This is to win you over so that you can begin to feel she is different from the rest. She knows she has excess baggage, so she has to compensate for it by stepping her game up. Yes, the single mother will go all out. She will cook for you. She will wash your clothes and do all kind of things to make you feel comfortable to win you over. Again, the strategy is to make you overlook that she is a single mother. She will treat you like royalty. And again, this is a manipulative strategy to make you perceive her as different. A lot of these single moms out here, they know they are not the pick of the litter. They know when it comes to being on the level of choice for men, they are basically on the bottom of the totem pole, which means they compensate for it in other ways. These single moms, they know that if they're trying to earn the interest of a man, she has to do something different that's going to make that man notice her. A lot of these single mothers, they do that. They will get in good with you by cooking for you, cleaning for you, cooking, cleaning. Let me see. Audio in and out. Let me see what's going on with my sounds, y'all. Let me see what's going on. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm going to have to get a better mic and all of that. And definitely, I'm going to be working on getting some better material. Let me know if y'all can hear me or if I'm still going in and out. Let me know. But these single mothers, they know how to step their game up. Is my audio still sounding choppy? Let me see. I'm definitely going to have to get a better mic. Let's see. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Then she can work the magic in his bank account. Yeah. And it moves away. Okay. Yeah, what it is, I'm not even using I'm not even using a headset. It's just basically just the speaker through my laptop. But I'm definitely gonna work on that because I've been noticing that too. I got to do something about that. It sounded real choppy. Yeah, but she knows she has to step her game up. And as a single mother, she's gonna do that. It sounds move okay, I got you. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay as close as I can then. So the single mother, the single mother knows she has to go above and beyond to get a man to notice her. The single mother knows she's going to have to really do something out of the ordinary. And a lot of these single mothers, they're doing that. They're dating and they're courting these guys. They got these guys coming over to their house, cooking these big old Sunday meals, getting these guys with, red rice, fried chicken, collard greens, potato salad, dressing. They cooking all these heavy meals. She's doing all of these nice things. And in your mind, as a man, you may feel like, oh wow, she's really a real woman. She's cooked, she's clean, and all of this is just game. It's to make you, you know, get to a point to where she's doing all of these nice things for you to where she ends up winning you over. The single mother knows she has to go all out her way. That is the only way she's going to be able to earn the interest of a man. She cannot do the mediocre because she has too much baggage. She has to show and prove that she's different. She has to really make herself stand out. It's kind of like being an applicant. If you're applying for a job, um, you may have to dress the part. You may have to do things you ordinary, the average person may not be able to have to do to get a job. But because you may have a criminal record or you got all type of other baggage, there's something you're gonna have to come up with some type of out of this ordinary presentation to make yourself stand out and be noticeable. And that's what a lot of these single mothers will do. They're going to do all of this extra stuff, cook for you, clean for you, wash your clothes. They're gonna bring lunch to your job without you even asking. They'll do nice little gestures for you. If she knows you like getting your car washed at a certain car wash, she may go buy a gift certificate from there. And she's gonna do a whole lot. And this is how a lot of guys have been manipulated and brainwashed by single mothers, because these women, some of these women, they really start off going all out. They make a man feel like a king. They know how to make a man feel like a king. They know how to make a man feel special. Okay? All right. You'll come home from work. She'll rub your feet, rub your back. All of this is strategy. All of this is game. All of this is to lure you on into her thirst trap. That's what it's all about. Um, so just keep in mind, the single mother, she's going to do things that most women aren't willing to do. And you may get to a point like, damn, I've been dating all these women out here, but now I finally found a good woman. Yes, she has kids, but she cooks for me, she cleans for me. And that's basically because, she knows she doesn't have any other choice. Especially if y'all are in a small town where everybody kind of knows everybody. In the bigger city is not as in the bigger cities is not as obvious. But when you're in small towns, like small city limits, like, again, I live in Savannah, Georgia. My county's pretty small. All of us went to school together. All of us been to the same churches. So everybody kind of knows everybody. So some of these women, some of these single mothers, they have tainted themselves in their hometown. They have tainted themselves. A lot of the guys around the way who have went to school with them, who know them, who grew up in the same neighborhood with them, a lot of these guys already know what they're all about. Some of these single mothers, they have fully tainted themselves in their hometown. Okay. They know they can't even do it. They can't even go with nobody in their hometown. Nobody's not going to marry them in their hometown. So what some of these single mothers will do, they will branch out. They will go into other cities. They will go into other areas where they're not well known, where everybody don't know Pookie and Ray Ray is their daddy. A lot of these women, they will go in these type of areas to basically recruit a step up baby daddy, somebody who does not know their history, somebody who does not know their reputation. And these are the guys they end up baiting. These are the guys they end up courting. So as a man, you have to be very diligent and use discretion. A woman do all kind of nice stuff for you. She's a single mother. Why? Okay, yeah, she's doing all these nice things, but why is none of her baby daddies with her? For her to be such this wonderful woman, such a giving woman, such a good-hearted woman, she's doing all this nice stuff, but none of her baby daddies are with her. None of them even married her. That's already a red flag. You want to get in a woman's head, act like you interested. Because women, we love to run our mouth. If you act like you concerned, she'll tell too much of her business without even knowing. You just ask her a simple question. And especially if you make it seem like you're on her side, you can say something as simple as, well, wow, if I was a father, I wouldn't neglect a woman as yourself that looks like you're a good mom, look like you handle your business. If I had you as my child's mother, I would make sure my kids are straight. So what is it about these guys where they decided not to stick it out with you, where they decided not to be a part of their child's life? Of course, she's going to give you the lone victim version about how they was a deadbeat. This one is this one that, this one is that. But for the most part, you got to read in between the lines. As she gets to talking and rambling and more, you'll start reading in between the lines. You'll start picking up some craziness. If you just kind of take your time and evaluate the situation before you jump in deep. Eventually, she's going to tell on herself, and you're going to find out why these men are possibly don't want no parts of her, even though she has the father of their child. Okay, so this is another way that single mothers bait good men. She will overly compliment you anytime you do anything for her kids. Just like a parent will praise a child every time they do good to encourage them to keep doing so. This is how the single mother operates. Any little favor you do for her and her children, she will make you feel as if you are the best thing that ever happened to her and her kids. This is her manipulative tactic. This is her way of luring you in to do even more. What's up, Mike Clemens? Zahira Sharif? A lot of them will do this. For instance, if you're the type of dude, you're dealing with a single mom, and one day you decide, oh, well, I want to take you and your kids to the zoo. Just being nice. And you pay for her and her kids to go to the zoo, and then you take them out to eat. And she gets to overly complimenting you. My kids really, really like you. They really enjoyed themselves today. I can't remember the last time, little big JJ took little JJ out. I'm so glad you showed my kids such a good time. When these single moms get to overly complimenting you all of the time and thanking you, that is her way of baiting you in. She's slowly but surely recruiting you to be a step-up stepdad. You do little things. It could be something as simple as you decided to take her, you decided to, buy her and the kids some pizza. A simple little gesture. She'll make a big deal out of that. Oh my goodness, thank you. That was so nice of you. I can't remember the last time when their fathers bought them a pizza. My kids really like you, this, and that. When she's overly complimenting you, that is her way of she's trying to sell you. She's trying to buy you. She's saying all of this and doing all of this so you can keep stepping up more and more and more to the point you will find yourself all the way in. That's why single motherhood is never a good idea. So agreed. So be careful with that. Now, this is another thing, how single mothers will bait good men. They will talk poorly. This is reason number 9. They will talk poorly about she will talk poorly about her children's father and speak so highly of you. A lot of single mothers do this to bait good men. They will talk trash about their baby daddy. I mentioned this earlier in the content. They will drag the dude. Like I mentioned before, she will call her baby daddy a bum. He's a deadbeat. He's a scrub. Will drag him through the mud, but yes, she has 3, 4 kids from him. I'm like, damn, did it take you 4 kids later for you to figure that out? Or even just one, even if she has one. And she's up there dragging them and bad mouthing them and stuff like that. All this is bait. She's talking bad about him, but yet she's bragging on everything you do. It's bait. She's baiting you. Slowly but surely. Single moms spend money on me. I would not be surprised at all, friend. This is a manipulative method. She will talk bad about her child's father, but will try to talk big about you because she wants you to feel like you're more superior. You're more worthy than her children's biological father. That way, you'll start stepping up and helping out. It's nothing but game. It's a manipulative tactic. It's straight bait. The next tip is how single mothers bait good men. She will buy you things. I think that's where friend Coles was going. A lot of these single moms, they will do it. They will spend money on a man. Because again, she has to step up and do something different. Because she knows as far as being qualified in the dating world with black men, she's going to be to the bottom of the totem pole. You usually, the only type of men that deal with females that got multiple children and multiple baby daddy is usually the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the better males. And believe it or not, these single mothers, even though the majority of them have made thought moves, they don't want a man as a thought. A lot of these single mothers don't want men that act and think like them, which I find out very hypocritical. But for instance, you may have a young black female, she broke and don't like to work, don't have a job, don't have a college degree, but yet when she meets a man, she don't want him because he ain't making no money or he ain't got no college degree. You have some sisters out here that are placing emphasis on men who reach, and they haven't even reached it. You have a lot of, and these single mothers, they are number one candidates for that. I know single mothers that do not want to date men who got children. The pot calling kettle black. I know single mothers who are struggling, ain't even making no money, and got the audacity to be picky about where a man works at. I know single mothers, they don't want to date men who work regular jobs. They don't want to date a man who does construction, works at Popeyes, or have, just a simple job. She has the audacity. She wants to aim high. She wants to marry the NBA players, the football players, the rappers. She wants to try to really, basically, she's expecting a man to be everything that she isn't. You have a lot of these single mothers that do that. They look for these men to step up and be overqualified when they are underqualified. A lot of these single mothers are underqualified, but they want qualified men. We have a lot of low value women who want high value men. We have a lot of peasants in the black community that expect to be treated like kings and like queens. So basically, that's what some of these single moms will do. She will buy you. She will buy you things that make you feel comfortable. She will let her children claim you as their step-up stepdad. I've known some women who didn't even know a man for a week, and already their children was calling the man daddy, which is definitely not smart, being that we have a high population of registered sex offenders, but that's another story for another day. You have some single mothers, they will bait good men through using their children. She will let her kids call you dad, stepdad, when you didn't even agree to it. It was not a mutual conversation. Again, this is to bait you. If you're not careful, all the attention and attentiveness she's giving you may seem genuine. But the truth of the matter is, the single mom basically knows she is on her last leg with men, and she has practically hit the wall. You have some women that aim specifically to be baby mamas, but once they start to feel the struggle, then I realize how beneficial having a husband for themselves and a father for their child is. When they can't get the biological father of their child to cooperate, these single mothers will eventually branch back out and start dating in hopes of recruiting a step-up daddy. Basically, as I was stating just now, a lot of these single moms, they know the options are very slim. Okay, so because of that, that is the reason why. Just on the strength of that alone, you have to be very careful. You have to have discretion. Because a lot of these women now, they are on a whole nother level. And if you're not wise to what's going on, you could easily be caught up in it. Next, be mindful. These women know for the most part, they are pretty much ruining their chances and have a new level of desperation. In many cases, these types of women intentionally opt to be baby mamas, and then when it's successful becomes real. Now they want a husband that's going to help them carry the language. That's what's starting to happen. Slowly but surely is backfiring on females when they have babies out of spite. They have children through malicious means. Things can happen. You have to be careful with how you do things, because karma's not taking long to answer anybody's address. So I'm gonna break down these last little bit of points here before I get ready to shut down. What's the chances you take as a man? What are the chances you take? They dealing with the single mom that's trying to be a good man. The first thing is you take on a responsibility that may become too overwhelming. Unless you are a father who already has children, it's going to be very turbulent to date a woman who has children, especially if they're over the age of 5, 6, they're pretty much already programmed. And somebody mentioned it earlier. You got some women in here. This is why you have to be careful dating these single moms. Some women in here, they got their grown ass sons that are living with them. Sons are over 17, going on 18 years old, and they cannot get that son to do anything. It happens a lot. A lot of these women let their child's their sons, basically they have them substituting, taking the place of husbands. Have a lot of that going on, and that's going to continue to go on. Where's my point? Yeah, as I was stating, it's a lot taking on somebody else's baggage. They're going to look for you to do everything the father is not doing. So you have to be very mindful of that. Next, you become attached to the kids. This is not always the case because most guys are smart enough to just stay the hell away. But every once in a while, you have that one or two guys that's still somewhat has feelings. And let me see what my phone is. And they build like they start going to these banks and whatnot, but they end up building an attachment with the current woman, with her mother, she might have siblings or whatever. At some point, again, these women are pursuing step up stepdads. They're pursuing men to take the place of the men who they wanted that basically crapped on them. And usually when that happens, the first thing she's going to do is run a child support and ask for an increase. This we know. So you have to be mindful. You can become attached to her kids. You got some men who really love kids. They meet a woman with kids, they bond with them. I mean, me and my stepfather, we have a phenomenal relationship, excellent relationship to this day. But that was because my mother, she never intervened in that. She allowed him to come and see us and get us whenever we want. These days it's just different. So that's something you got to consider if you're thinking about getting with a woman, or y'all thinking about going somewhere. That someone could become attached to the kids, and the kids can become attached to whoever you introduce to them. Because these kids, especially if you're somebody that do your own hair every day, these kids ain't dumb. They go store to store, get them kind of supplies. Next, the state can make you financially responsible. This has happened in some cases. If you decide to stick with a woman that's pregnant, and you was to the hospital, you was assisting with the bills and stuff like that, and any type of ties you had with that woman and her son was there, some of these courts are so damn dirty, they making men who was not even the father of the child but was married to the mom, they making them pay for it. You got plenty of guys, they paying their current girlfriends, whoever the person is or whatever. That's basically what they're doing, and what's happening is the state is making the men responsible. The state is making men pay for other children's kids, pay for other kids. That's what happened to singer Neo. Neo, the state made him responsible to take care of a child that was not his, even when they found out the test was negative. It's happening. So just be mindful, men, that if you decide to be with a woman because she has kids and y'all living together, anything that happens or whatever, you're going to be the one that's financially responsible the majority of the time. Thank you, Red, for the $2 donation. You also might have to deal with her drug dealer. You definitely might have to deal with all of that. DT says, sheesh, I got a white homie whose white fiance cheated on him and left him, then put him on child support. I mean, yeah, being shady does not discriminate at all. So I wouldn't be surprised. Lastly, she may become ungrateful. It becomes more expected and less appreciated. Some of these stepmoms, they can be ungrateful. They get so used to you doing for them and caring for them. And at some point, they can get to a selfish phase and basically act ungrateful. And you're looking lost and confounded, like, I don't understand. Everything was going great. What was wrong with her? Um, that's just the chance you take. Those are chances you take, And this is just something I felt like everybody needed to be cautious of. How single mothers bait good men. These are the strategies I just named and listed all the strategies and how far they will go to try to bait you. Just be mindful. And again, don't go by what she says, go by actions, what she does. That way you have a better idea as to what kind of female you're dealing with. Again, I'm not encouraging or discouraging anybody from dating a single mother. Just letting you know, when you deal with a woman, you're going to deal with her excess baggage. It's as simple as that. She's not going to, if she's in a position where she don't have to do it alone, she's not going to allow herself to do it alone. She's going to try to get help in each and every way possible. Then you got these others who intentionally love to get pregnant every year so they can keep getting showers and all this sympathy and all this other stuff. And it's just, I think it's quite ridiculous. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to shut things down. I just wanted to particular this topic. Thank you, DT. I appreciate it. You preaching this morning for the pot. Thank you for the $10 donation. I really, really appreciate that, Mr. DT. Yes, I thought it was imperative that your men need to be aware of how single mothers bait good men. A lot of these single mothers, they're overwhelmed. They got more children than they could afford to handle. You got some of these women who have gotten pregnant maliciously on purpose, and because it's backfired, the man didn't leave his wife, or the man is not leaving her. Now she's upset, she's angry. So be very cautious of those type of women. And whatever season she's in, like I said, act like you concerned if that's what you got to do to get information out of her. If she's up there saying, I'm depressed, I'm upset, ask her, what are you upset for? What are you depressed for? She may have some valid information for you that could prevent your life. That could protect you or whatever. So just be cautious of that. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to get ready to shut it down. I thank everybody. I appreciate y'all for the super chats. I thank y'all for the donations. I appreciate all y'all positive energy. Everybody came in here giving some really, really good points. The show was pretty good today. That's in today's content. How single mothers bait good men. Men, just be cautious. Mocha, you are not telling childless men to avoid single moms, but I am. I say avoid them like the plague. I have preached on this. And like I said, the reason why I'm doing this content, Dawn, is because the truth is, no matter how much you tell these guys out here to stay away from single moms, it's going to be maybe 2 out of 50 that's going to try it anyway. And these are the ones that have been bamboozled. So instead of me just saying avoid, because 9 times out of 10, when you tell somebody what not to do, they will rebel even quicker and do the opposite of what you tell them to do. Trey V's, no problem, appreciate you. I always have to leave that open ground, because when you tell people to stay away from something, the more curious they get. So that's why I broke down today's elements. I needed men to be aware of how far these single mothers will go to bait a good man. I gave you all the strategies. I told y'all, they will seduce you. She can seduce you with her looks. The single mother, she's gonna settle for a man she wants instead of the man she needs instead of man she wants. Some single mothers, they have reached a point where they've been trying to pursue a man who was stern in his principles and would not give in to dating her, would not give in to going to bed with her. These type of men are, that go that far to protect their future. They know they cannot get on their level. So these females now are going after men who don't seem who seem pretty gullible and naive in a sense to how far these women will go to have a man to take care of them and their children. You got some women, they will do stuff like this. So it's not so much just telling guys to avoid. They needed to know why. And I broke down the elements as to why. Because when you just tell somebody to not do something and you don't give them the reasons and you don't get an explanation why, it's just going to make them more curious to do it. So that's why I have those download elements. But anyway, again, I want to thank everybody. I appreciate y'all for hanging out in the chat. I'm going to make sure I get a better mic so my voice ain't always going in and out or whatever, because I know it's very important that our audio is working correctly in order for us to give y'all good content. So rest assured, I'm definitely going to be working on that. So anyway, guys, please be careful. I done gave you some knowledge to tote with you. How single mothers bait good men. Share this with other guys in case, they may be going through something similar, whatever the case may be. But anyway, everybody, this is your girl, your diva and knowledge, Lady Mocha. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth. I'm going to always break you off a slice of knowledge. Y'all be blessed and have an awesome Monday. Take care.